Hey Scorpio, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, May 28th to Sunday, June 3rd, 2018. Now what we've got going on this week, Scorpio, is the sun right here in Gemini, which for you is your 8th house of changes, endings and beginnings, as well as business partnerships, maybe intimate sexual relationships, and big financial investments that you may be making. Okay, and I think that's what your focus is this week and will be for the next few weeks while the sun is still in Gemini. I think you're just trying to figure out, what do you really want in life? What really resonates with you deep down, and what changes perhaps in your life, in your relationships, and in your finances you need to make in order to do more of what it is that is really important to you. Maybe you're even communicating a lot with Gemini involved, communicating a lot about the things that you do want deep down. Okay, I think anything you can do here to figure out what you really want, to figure out what really resonates with you deeply, is going to help you. That's because at the beginning of this week, on Monday and Tuesday, the sun in your 8th house is making a sextile over here to the North Node in Leo. And that for you is in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, your social standing, and your life direction. So I think anything you can do to think about, to communicate as well about what you really want deep down, is going to help you here to start to put your life in a better direction, to have more of the career, the reputation, the social standing that it is that you do want. All right, so I do like that a lot. Maybe you may even have to change where you thought your life was going, change your career in some way so that you can start to have a reputation and a life that you like. Okay, but I do think that's positive. While that's going on Tuesday of this week, we have a full moon happening right here in Sagittarius, and that for you is in your 2nd house of money, also of stability, and of your confidence and your gifts and skills and talents. So I think what's happening at the beginning of this week is that you are trying to get all your money in order, your gifts and talents, maybe taking stock of what it is you are and are not good at, so that you can then hopefully use that to do more of what it is that you want in life, and possibly even to make some big changes in life, to do some things that are important to you. Okay, and I think at the full moon you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I have right now, and how can I make my life the most stable, the most secure it is, and build that confidence into my life that I need, so that I can start to focus on doing more of what I want and making some changes in life, or to your career, to where your life is going, to put it in a direction that resonates with you more. Okay, and I think you're just trying to get that right, to make sure that you're set up the best that it is that you can be, so that you can move forward doing some other things, making some changes in life, or working more deeply with other people in a way that hopefully, I like to think, will end up to your advantage. All right. After that happens on Wednesday and Thursday, we then have Mercury here move into Gemini and make a sextile to Chiron in Aries. And Chiron for Aries rules your 6th house of your job and your daily routines. So I think any perhaps changes that you can make to do more of what you want, or to let more of your deep feelings show, to communicate about these things, is not only going to help you to put your life in a better direction, but to have more of the job that you want, more of the set of daily routines that are important to you, and to even start to improve your health in some way. Okay, so I do see it being very important this week for you to think about what you want, to communicate about it with others, and to make moves to do more of what will make you happy on the job, on the day-to-day, with your health, and a lot of other aspects, so that you can feel better. All right. So we have that. On Friday, what's going on after all of this is Mercury in Gemini will then make a trine over to Mars in Aquarius. And Aquarius rules your 3rd house, again, of talk and communication. Oh, sorry, it actually rules your 4th. It rules your 4th house of home and a family. Excuse me. So what could also be occurring here towards Friday, perhaps lots of conversations maybe that you may be having about your home life, about your family, about some change you need to make to your home life, to your family, or to some foundation in your life, so that you can move forward doing more of the things that you really want, that really resonate with you. Okay, maybe because you're thinking about changing your life or growing more deeply into a career or a life direction that really resonates with you. Maybe as well you have to make adjustments to your home, to your family, or to your emotional states in order to now accommodate these other big things going on in your life in some way. And I think there could be lots of conversations that come up at the end of this week as you try to figure out what changes in your life you need to make to the foundation of your life and how, so that you can start to feel much better about your job, your health, your career, and to move forward in that direction, okay? So that's what I see there. The last thing that I want to mention is going to be right here where Venus is in Cancer on the weekend, on Saturday. And Venus on Saturday is going to make a trine to Jupiter, which is very pretty. Jupiter's in your sign. It's going to make a trine to Neptune, and Neptune and Jupiter are also making a very pretty trine to each other, what will be a grand water trine this weekend. And I think what that will allow you to do, let's see, we've got Venus here in your 9th house of something new, and Neptune in your 6th house. Nope, it's in your 5th house of happiness, love, and romance. And I think what that will allow you to do over the weekend is to maybe start to step into some new identity of yours, doing more of what makes you happy, working on more of a passion project, finding more of the joy in your life, and having maybe romantic relationships, doing things that are better for you, okay, having more fun. So I do like especially the weekend for you with this grand water trine. Your 8th house and your 6th house can be a little hard. So maybe what there's been needed earlier in the week, there's some readjustments in your job, in your daily routines for you to do more of what it is that you want. But I think if you can make those adjustments and those changes to your life to put your life in a better direction and to do it in the most stable way possible, being as confident as you can about where your life is going, I think it is going to help you by the weekend to start to feel like you're becoming a new person, you're finding more of the excitement in life, doing what you love, what really resonates with your heart, becoming more of the person that you want to be, all right? So I really do like it, especially what's going on the weekend, if you can just hang in until there. Although, to be honest, I do like a lot of what's going on this week anyways. So I do think it'll be positive. Now your card for the week is the 2 of Swords upright. This card is actually one of choices that we need to make. And this woman here, she's blindfolded. She doesn't want to make choices. Maybe she's afraid of what choice she's going to make, of what that'll mean for her life. Of committing to one path. I don't normally see Scorpios having problems with commitment, but perhaps there is some uncertainty there about which path is best for you or about what will yield you the best results. And I think this card is saying this week you have to make choices, you have to make decisions about your life. If you're unsure, you need to try to gather all the information that it is that you need. If you feel like it's hard for you to make a choice, maybe there's more information that you don't have that you need to bring out of other people or that you yourself need to express. Okay, I've been thinking about this whole time I've been doing your horoscope, is that the 8th house, you've got Gemini in the 8th house, which is interesting because Scorpio naturally rules the 8th house, which would make you naturally gifted at showing deep emotion, at making changes in your life, at figuring out what it is that you really want. But the problem with Gemini in your 8th house is that Gemini requires you to then communicate about your feelings, communicate about what you want, communicate about some big changes, and to think about it logically. And perhaps that is the adjustment that needs to take place early on this week, is maybe if there's any big decision that you need to make or any change or anything that's weighing on your mind, perhaps this week communicating more clearly about what's going on inside you and about what's going on in the other people, and not taking what other people are saying too seriously as well, could perhaps give you just the answer that it is that you need to move forward feeling more comfortable and feeling much happier, especially by the weekend. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.